Come on. All right, here we are. Welcome, everyone, to Anime Analyst R Us. Tonight, we are talking about a god tier level anime, the ultimate in fight scenes, the most epic shit you'll ever see on anime solo leveling season 2. He ain't taking no shit. Jinwoo's out there to kick some ass, take some names, and take his 102 friends with him to prove he can do it. What a necromancer, huh? Oh, by the way, my name is Thomas Fry,
And my name is Nandari.
and don't mind Hassan, he'll catch up eventually. We got something really, and what I mean by the ultimate wicked ass fight scene, let me show you what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Check this out. This is some ultimate demon fighting, whipping some ass left and right. I love watching Solo Leveling 2. I absolutely love it. It is an anime for the ages. And finally, they got a protagonist that doesn't freak out every time he talks to a girl. I mean, that in itself is amazing. By the way, we got to do a shameless plug here. Next week is going to be, we are going to talk about 3 different animes and the protagonists that can actually talk to girls without freaking out, and they're pretty cool. Got a thing on life, so don't forget to catch us next week, Wednesday at 5 p.m. or 10 after. Whenever we can get started, we will get started. Our goal is 5 o'clock, but we can't always do it live from Florida. And halfway around the world, Hassan comes to us. And so he's in the middle of the night, even though he's got the living room lights up turned really high. So that way he looks like he's daylight with me. All right, so back to the anime. Where you at on 2 so far?
Okay, so I have watched like the 8 episode, and I think you will not believe it. Like I talked to two of my friends today, and we three discuss about the thing like why they do have to give every week episode. Like why can't they just give like at the same time? Like now we have to wait for the next episode. Like if they give us something cool like it, like the story, the anime, the, like
Really?
there's how can you? Yeah, like we came
Okay.
to the conclusion like the best platform is like the Netflix. Whatever they do, they give you all the episode at the same time.
Well, then my suggestion would be wait till they're all out and then binge watch them, because they make so much money by making you wait till the next week, because that's why they always have a big fight or a punch right at the end. He's going to kick his ass and then it goes to the credits. That's to make sure that you will not miss when that comes out the next week. And they want you to be there at a time, and when they get you at that time, like TV does it with commercials, by having that certain audience at a certain time, they can play certain commercials and make a lot of money. I mean, it's a capitalist society money making thing. That's how it works. Get used to it, and it ain't never going to change. TV's like it, anime's like, shoot, even anime books, you're waiting. Like, I've already read the whole spin-off series from Arafuda. It hasn't even made it to anime yet, and I'm kind of waiting to see if they have a season. I think there's going to be a season 4 with Arafuda, because they show a bunch of stuff that you haven't seen yet, but it's in the credits, beginning and end, so they're spiking you up for the demon battle. Um, and yeah, I mean, they're going to make us wait up to 3 months to see the next one. So that's how business is. It just makes sure that you're going to be there for the next one. But even even with it coming out once a week, I'm okay with that. I look forward to seeing what I'm going to see on the next fight scenes. The only time it really kind of sucks for me is when they they show some side thing, and like they use the whole show, and they're doing background for other characters, and you don't get to see a lot of the protagonists. You just get to see Hunter Chaw or other ones like Gung Hee Ho. All these other characters that are in Solo Leveling, they got to put some backstory to them. So when
Yeah,
Jinwoo
but
talks,
what do you think about the family reunion? Like they bring their father back, like he was stuck in a gate for like 10 years, and now he came in like the from one of the gate in the America, and they captured him, and then they have a fight.
well, yeah, you got to set it up. I mean, can you imagine the reunion? I mean, his dad's that powerful, and he's probably more powerful than his dad. I mean, they gave him a rank S. To me, he's a rank double S. No other S hunter can bring out 100 summons and whip some ass. And his magical aura is so big they can lock a room and they can't lock his magic in the room. It seeps out through between the door panels. I mean, he's got so much magic power when he brings out all that, and he's getting stronger. And my theory is they're making him that strong because, like his dad said, there's a war coming. And if
Right.
you don't have your heroes ready to fight that war, so they got to make, maybe they're doing more than one character. We don't know. I don't know the whole story on the outside of what, because normally when you see anime, it's 12 to 15 chapters of 20, 26 books. So you're only catching a third to half. When you get, 2 seasons, you're getting half of it. When you get 3 seasons, you're getting quite a bit of the story, but you're still not getting it all. When they make anime, they got to cut the story down. Anytime you're transferring something from a book or a story, and we love the stories. You and I would rather talk about an anime that came from a novel versus an anime that came from a manga. And don't get me wrong, I love the ones from a manga too, but I like it when they got an overall plot besides the plot that's in every week. And they did a really good job with Solo Leveling on, showing the whole story and getting you all excited and these wicked ass fights. And I want to see more of the fights, honestly. I mean, he went from a weak person that never gave up and offered his life to save his friends. You can't ask for more of a friend than that. And then the gods, well, those gods, maybe not the god, but those gods, then made him, all right, we'll make you more powerful, but we got to build you up. I don't know if you remember when he was in the hospital and he didn't do those exercises. He went to the punishment thing where he's
Right.
running around from, 10 centipedes for 4 hours, for not doing 100 sit ups. I mean, holy crap. That was a bad one. But the season one was great. But it was 3/4 of that was backstory. So now in season two, you're getting to see the upper level of him building himself up. He's already passed all the S ranks that are in around the world that we know of. Um, I didn't know till this last episode that this is a South Korean, and I feel really stupid for not realizing this was a South Korean anime because they had Japan, they called Japan for help against, the ants that are
Right.
coming that are starting to fly, and Japan sends 10 of their 11 S ranks. I want to see this battle. I really hope. That's why I'm hoping for another season, man. I want to see what 20 S ranks would do up against 1,000 ants. And if the ants are that bad, and that powerful. Can you imagine that queen? How powerful a queen would be and how big to, to have that many. I mean, when you look at an ant, they're itty bitty little teeny tiny thing. You get 1,000 of them, you can hold them in your hands. But if all of a sudden those 1,000 were 8 feet tall, how big would the mama one be? Whoo, we're talking a 10-story building here. We're talking a big ant. They could write a whole song about that. Big ant, big ant. Anyway, so you're looking forward to what? There's supposed to be 13 episodes in this, and it's rated R
I
for.
think the next one is coming out on 2nd of the March.
Yeah, I don't have the dates for the Arise, but it came out yesterday, didn't it? 8 comes out on Tuesday, right?
I think.
I am not sure, and I apologize. Oh, well, it comes out in Japan Sundays.
Yeah, it came on 20. Yeah, it came out of 22nd of February, and then the next one is coming at 2nd of March.
Okay. So 2nd of March is yeah, it does come out on Sunday. So I've watched it like 5 times, all 8 episodes. I mean,
Can you
can't.
check like what are the total numbers like here? I think like they just have 10 episodes in this
No,
second
13.
season.
I got it here
13?
on the
Okay.
thing. There's 13 episodes to season 2. And I'm looking forward to it. We got 5 more episodes. I want to see where they're going with him. I want to see him get that elixir. It's supposed to be in season 2. He's supposed to get his, save his mom. And now that his buddy, his dad now has got the sleeping thing and he's going to go to sleep, I wonder if there's enough elixir to save them both. Because he would do something like that. That's just the type of guy he is. But I don't know if that elixir is enough for both of them or if that's going to cause a rift when he saves his mom and doesn't have enough to save his buddy's dad. Hard to say.
Right.
So, were you surprised that he was a necromancer?
No, I think this is showed that in the season 1 when he bring back the night, and I was like surprised and I was happy like when he was not able to bring back the leader of the ice elves. Like they showed like
Really?
he's not able to like because like they showed like it is not like a overpower character like that can bring back every character if he wants to. So that leaves some place. But if he have that character in his army, I think like he would have like the
It
best
definitely
team of.
shows the realism. It adds a whole element to it that is not in a lot of animes. It really adds to the plot of the story. It shows that he's not all powerful, even though he's a badass, but he's still not all powerful. And I love it when they do that. To me, I hate it when they make it so fake and he's all powerful and nothing ever bad happens, never faces. Man, we face crap all the time in real life. I mean, you don't have to, beat him down with it, but I like the fact that he got the bears, though. I mean, I like
Yeah,
Tank. I do like the leader. I like Tank. He jumps up on there and Tank just barrels down all those. Now, do you think that he's going to add that demon into his ranks? Or is he just going to leave her there and be done with it, send her back to her family, and, give them because he already gave that family the tower.
yeah, he gave them the power. And I think the coldest scene one when he killed that A rank hunter and add him to his like the
Oh,
shadow
yeah, that
army.
was great. That dude was an ass anyway. I didn't know this, but in watching the show, when he pulls their soul out but leaves their body there. So they're still laying right where they were killed, and then he grabs their soul and makes their soul a fighter. And I like how they also, he's got a limited amount of MP, and he can only, summon them so many times. When he runs out of MP, he can take a thing to increase it, but there's still limits, and the limits are good on the characters, because when you just make them all powerful and not,
Like I
it's
think
boring.
the story is based on like the show, like it is like a video game. So like video games have the like the potion which you can drink for health, for
Right.
mana and things like that, but they get empty, so you have to refill them up.
Right, but even with
And like
that, I think
in
he's
this
only
season,
limited to, he can only take it one time, right?
and have you noted like in this season we see like there 2 3 times like the characters stuck, like there is a glitch, like when they're trying to say something and they cannot say it, so they have to.
If they get to the truth, whoever is in control of all this or doing this cuts them off. And yeah, no, I like that too. I think that's absolutely cool. It I love the part when he says, you come on out, you guys. Your aura can't be hidden completely. And that dude's talking. Well, this dude wants to fight you. Blah blah. Clip. What? He wants to do what? I love that. Whack
Yeah,
instantly. I absolutely love that.
yeah, like if we didn't have selected to do this show, like I watched these 8 episodes in a single sitting. Like I when
Well,
we
I watched
decided
the
like
whole
we are
thing
going to
again this morning. Knowing we were going to do the show, I wanted to refresh myself to make sure what I wanted to talk about. So I watched all, and I watched them last night too. I'll watch them again. I cannot get enough. And a lot of them I'll go back and I'll start like on episode 2 or episode 3 and cut out those first, some of them, they're kind of dumb in the beginning. Not solo leveling. I go back to the beginning. I love the first 2 episodes of the second season. I mean, they wasted no time into getting, he's going to show this girl and scare her away from fighting. And then all of a sudden, he's got to show his secret. And she didn't shy away from it. And she's got the lowest rank, man. She may end up dead before one of his spirit fighters before it's all done being rank E. You ain't making a bunch of money being a rank E. All right, we are at the end of the show. We have a surprise for you guys. Actually, we got 2 of them. One of them, I won't say anything about it, but I guarantee you're going to love the surprise, and we will show it when everything gets happened. The other one is we have a channel called 2 Cents Guys, and because we got more that we want to talk about. We don't always stay in the anime when we're talking, so we're going to move those other conversations over to 2 Cents Guys, and those won't be live. We'll keep our live show right here. And by the way, thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell, and we'll throw you a little thing out whenever we're about to do a thing, which is Wednesday at 5 o'clock, unless we're late. um, but those will all be program shows, and we're gonna put our all into it. I'm still learning the editing software, so I'm working. So cut us a little slack in the beginning. But we got some great stuff we want to bring you. I think you'll really like it. So don't forget to subscribe to Anime Analyst R Us, and forget all those other Anime Analyst channels that are blocking you. Just add the R Us in there and you'll find us. That's where we're at. We will see you next Wednesday at 5 o'clock. You got anything you...
Oh no, just let's talk anime. Let's get together on the next Wednesday and let's talk anime.
That's right. Let's talk anime. I love that tagline. I'm glad you brought it up. I forgot to say it this time because that's what we do. We talk anime. So we'll see you next Wednesday. You have